Hey guys, Jen here. So today we're going to make a buffalo check wreath, and so I'm super excited about it. I've had some of this stuff for a while, but I did check and my mesh that I'm using, Joann Fabric, is still carrying it. So I picked this up I think 2 years ago, guys, but it is from Joann's. It's a black and red buffalo check, and it was $9.99, and I was just there this week and they had a doorbuster for all their mesh was 70% off. So check this out. It's still there. You can still get this. So buffalo check. This is a 10.5 inch by 30 foot mesh. So you need this. I have 3 rolls that I'm going to use. I might be able to get by with 2, but I wanted to make sure I had enough, so I bought 3. And then you, of course, need your pipe cleaners, your wreath frame. I use a 14-inch frame from the Dollar Tree. And then you need ribbon. So I just pulled out a bunch of ribbon that I had from my stash that I thought would look cute. And then stuff to decorate it with. So I won't show you that stuff yet because I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to use, but I'll show you my ribbon. So this ribbon came from Joann's. And this is like a burlap ribbon with some deer and Christmas trees. It's really cute. I've had this for a while, but they did have a bunch of the buffalo check and the deer burlappy stuff at Joann's when I was there the other day. So they have this one. This one I got at Costco. They do have this one. I got this one forever ago, and I have barely used it. It is a huge roll. It's 50 yards. I think it was $10, but this is a big deal because you get so much. But this is a satin ribbon. It's brown, it almost kind of looks like a wood panel, and it has the deer and the Christmas trees, a little bit of red sparkle and gold sparkle on the ornaments in the Christmas tree, so it gives you a little bit of sparkle, and it's lined in gold, wired in gold, so it's really cute. Then I've got this is a burlap with a velvet red like holly berry, which I thought was cute. And for the life of me, I don't remember where I got this from. It doesn't say on here. This may have been one of the things that was just given to me. I don't know. People tend to just give me different ribbons when they're done using them. So I thought this was cute. So it's really whatever you want to use. This one came from Michael's. It's just a red ribbon with little snowflakes on it. The snowflakes are like a creamy color, so I thought that would match with the browns I'm using. It is not wired. I have no idea why I got this. I usually buy wired ribbon, so, but this is really cute. I'm glad I had it in my stash. And then this ribbon it's a cloth, like flannel ribbon. It is wired. It is like a creamy color, white and black. I don't have a whole roll of it. However, I did get this one at Hobby Lobby, and it was 30 feet long. So I think I have about half of it left, but this is really pretty, and it's thinner. It's 1.5 inches. And but I thought this would look really cute too. So I'm going to use these ribbons here to put on the wreath. So the first thing we're going to do is start cutting up our mesh, and we're going to cut that at about 15 inches. So I'm going to adjust my camera so you can see me cut the mesh. Alright guys, so we've got our mesh here, and we're going to start cutting it. I'm going to use my self-healing mat here that I got, and we're going to use a Fiskars rotary cutter. This is not my favorite one, but unfortunately I cannot find my other one. I don't know what I did with it. So, you're just going to unroll your mesh. And we're going to cut it at 15 inches. So I like to kind of go this way. It's got a little fray here, so I'm going to cut that off. So it's about 15 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you don't want to be like one is 20 and one is 8. You know what I mean? So I usually put it at 16, and then I cut on the 1. Okay, and then you're just going to lay those to the side. I usually have a bag laying next to me. And you're just going to do that for a couple, well, you're going to do the whole roll. I'm going to do a couple just to show you. Now when you get down towards the bottom of the roll, it does get kind of curly, so it has that natural curl. Now I have not used one, but I have heard and I've seen other videos that if you use a wood burning tool and you burn these ends, it kind of melts them and then they don't fray over time. I don't have one, and truthfully, I feel like it's probably not in my best interest because I'm a little accident prone. So anyway, so you're going to cut up your entire roll of mesh, and then I'm going to show you what to do next. So you're going to use your pipe cleaners like we normally do. So this is a regular dollar store pipe cleaner. I just have folded them in half, and then you use your scissors to cut them. Okay? So I'm going to use the red and some black just because I need it to, you know, blend in. So you're going to take your roll of mesh, and the reason why we cut these so long is because we want that black and red to really stand out. And so as we roll them, we're going to try and stay on this line, and there's a glitter line here. And so we're going to roll that, and we're going to try and stay pretty close to that line. And because we've made it long, it is thicker, but we can still see those colors. And then we're going to do the same thing to the next one. So I'm just going to hold this one in my hand. And we're going to do the same thing to the next one. Just try to stay on that roll. I think that, for me, it's if I stay on the middle one, then that's the best. So now I have two rolls that are about the same. I have black on both ends, so I'm going to flip this one over. So I have red and black on them. I'm going to put them together. Use half a pipe cleaner, tuck this in, fold these in half, make sure the ends are about the same length, and then this is the hard part. Oops, see how I just pulled that out of there? That's okay, because there's a little hole right there. And we'll just slip it back in there. So you want these to be about the same length, and you're gonna pull it tight, okay? And then what I'll do is I pinch, pinch, pinch. And once I have it pinched, I can let go of the top, because we want this top to be as tight as possible. Okay, so I've pinched it, and I'm going to leave room for this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that one more time. We're going to roll, 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 right on that center line. Keep one in our hands. Take the second one, and you could do 3. I've done 3 with a Dollar Tree mesh. I just felt like you would not want to cut these in half if you do 3, because they won't be long enough. They're barely long enough as it is. Okay, I don't want the 2 colors the same on one end, so I'm going to flip it over. Put them on top of each other. Take my pipe cleaner in here. See how I just kind of lay that along my thumb. Hold it with my index finger. Roll my thumb over. Roll it in half. And I'm going to pull and pinch. Pull, pinch. See how I'm pulling with my hand and pinching with my thumb? And then I can take this and pinch even more. And now I can get that real tight twist. I usually go around about 4 times. Okay, then I have my bundles. You're going to do that to all your rolls. And I'm going to show you how to put them on your wreath. So I have my dollar store wreath frame. I've already started putting some on. So this is 1 roll at 15 inches. So I got just under half of it done. I have got 5 bundles in each section. Okay, well I have 5 bundles here, 5 bundles here. I'm starting this one. So the way I do this, I hope you can see this, I'll go back and double check, is I want to do outer 2 rings, inner, and then the bottom 2. So I just do it in a zigzag pattern. So I'm ready for the bottom 2 rings. So I'm going to go underneath. You're only putting mesh on the outside. We're not doing both sides. Okay, and we're going to take this and we're going to twist it. Now, sometimes it's too short, so I'll hold on to them and I'll twist the frame. Sometimes it's easier that way. Okay. Now I have 3 on here. So I've gone top, middle, bottom. I'm going to go back to the middle, just because that's where we want the bulk of your mesh is in the middle. Back to the middle and twist. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to get 1 more bundle on here, and that one will go on the top. Okay? And then you can see they're fraying a little bit, not too bad. This is good high quality mesh. So you're going to put this one here. Okay, the next one will go here. And so that's how you attach it. It's nice and full. I feel like 5 is good. It's going to basically fill the center, will be filled. I do have something I'm going to put in the center of it, and we have other things to decorate with. But that's basically how you do this. So let me show you one more roll to get that outer edge. I cut one short. Okay, so I'm going to roll this again, and we're going to do that outer edge, and then I'm going to finish filling it up while you get started. Oh, I don't want those two on the same side, so I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to do this one here. Okay. Pull it tight, pull with your hand, pinch with your thumb, let go, and pinch that tight. Okay, so now I can finish up this row. So I've done the outer, inner, outer, middle, inner, middle, and I'm going to do the outer again. So go around the 2 frames, okay? The 2 arrows. Now I have 3 full, so I am officially halfway done. So I need 5, 10, I need 15 more bundles to finish this wreath, okay? But that's how we do it. So I'm going to finish this up and get this all bundled and ready to go. Yeah, 'cause there's a little fray right here, but the nice thing with these is they're attached, so you can just trim them. And we'll go through and we'll trim all these off at the end once we're done messing around with it. And then we'll spray it with adhesive to give it a little more sturdiness so that it won't fray as much. But I think it's going to look really cute. So I'm going to finish cutting, and then the next thing you'll see is this full, and we'll start ribbons. Alright guys, so I have all of my mesh cut and on my wreath. It looks so super cute. So now we're going to do ribbon. So what I did was I took my ribbon and I cut it at 15 inches. And I did 7 strips of each one of my colors, and then I ended up with 1 bundle that was extra. So once I have cut my ribbon, I'm going to dovetail it. So basically you just take this and you fold it in half, and on the side that is the fold you just cut diagonal, and it makes that cute little dovetail. Okay, so once you have all of those done, I'm going to show you how to bundle them. So I have my different varieties here, and so I'm going to use my deer, I'm going to use this one, and I just kind of made, you know, whatever kinds I wanted here. I had no real rhyme or reason to it, but I did, however, I really like this plaid ribbon, so every bundle I made had this plaid ribbon in it, and especially since it's thinner, I made it on top. And so what it's going to do is going to look like this, okay? Oh, that's the one this is the one I was going to use. So I have the real thin ribbon on top. This is real cute, isn't it? Okay, so then what you do, once you have this bundled up, you're going to take your half pipe cleaner, and you're going to pinch right in the middle, okay? And then put your pipe cleaner in here, and then fold it in half, pull it tight, pinch the same way we did the mesh curls, and then twist this a couple times. And then we're going to disperse these around our wreath evenly. So which I have already done. This is my last one I'm going to put in. So I'm going to find a spot here. And I like to put them around the middle of the frame. So I put it in here, just kind of by feeling it, and then I flip it over. And I like to use a different color of pipe cleaner just so it's easier for me to see. So then I'm going to pull it in, and we're going to attach it the same way we did the mesh. Okay? So then, one of my drawings from my kids, it is all done with the ribbon, and I'm going to start pulling out some accessories, if you will, to make sure this looks nice and cute. So what I did was I used this white burlap with the burlap with the white deer, and then I did the brown with the brown deer. I just alternated around, but I did use the plaid ribbon on every bundle, and so one bundle has the thin ribbon, the next bundle has the burlap with the holly on it, okay? So I just kind of alternated back and forth with that, and then just kind of eyeballed it, really. There was no rhyme or reason, but I did use, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bundles around. So basically 4 on this side and 4 on this side of the ribbon. So 8 bundles would be what? Oh my gosh. So I used 8 pieces of the plaid. So I cut 7 pieces of each ribbon, and then I ended up with just 2 bundles left over. And I'll probably will take this thin ribbon and use it as a hanger. So, all right, so now I'm gonna get my accessories and show you guys what I've got to decorate this wreath with, and we are going to finish it up. Alright guys, so if you've watched my channel before, you know I kind of just go with this and just start doing it and don't really have a rhyme or reason or a plan. So that's what we're going to do. So let's start with what I've found here. So this guy I think is going to be my main sign. He came from Joann Fabric. It says $19.99. I know I didn't pay that for this. So I'm sure I got this on clearance last year or maybe the year before. I got this sign here at a store called Darlington. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bow off. So it was just got a little piece of hot glue. And I'm going to give my reindeer a bow tie because that's super cute. And I'm not going to use this sign, I don't think. But I thought that was really cute. So he is going to go on my wreath for sure. I have these little antlers. These came from Joann Fabric. I'm sure they were on sale as well. And they're going to go into my wreath. So I'm going to start with that because I think that's going to be the most difficult part. So I'm going to stick these in here. And I want them to lay down. So I think what I'm going to do is, hopefully those will, I have them just kind of placed in there. They're not really, that didn't work out very well, but that's okay. So I'm going to, I think, let's see if this works, kind of tie these in here and then give them a little bit of hot glue. See if that works a little bit anyway. Alright, you guys aren't going to stay there. Alright, so this guy is here. Put him on top of the ribbons, I think. Okay, so there we go. That might be the ticket. Kind of bend this around here. Or not. Let me just hold this in here a little bit better. And then we can do some adjusting afterward. Okay, so there's my first one. I'm just going to kind of lay this in here just so I'm getting an idea of where I want to put these. I think I want that one to be my bottom one. And then these to kind of go this way. So I'm trying to find a hole here. There we go. Yeah, okay, I like that. All right, I'm going to go, I don't want them to move on me, so I'm gonna kind of do this a little backward. Oh, that one's not even attached to anything. I guess I'm gonna have to hot glue these to the mesh, which I didn't really want to do, but I think that's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna put some hot glue on here. Undo that. I'm gonna let this little piece dry, and then I'll give it some more support with a pipe cleaner or more glue, something. And yes, I see my stick hanging out here, and that's okay because I'm gonna adjust this a little bit, cut it off maybe. I'm just gonna put a stripe of glue on here so it can attach to whatever it lays on here. Okay, I don't want to move it because I don't want my glue to get stringy. So I'm going to let that dry for a second. I'll go ahead and put my bow tie on my reindeer before I lose it. Cute. I think that just really makes him too. Glue everywhere. All right, the other thing I have that I might use are these cute little bells. I just like that they're rustic. I got these at Joann's. I must have picked all this stuff up at the same time. It was all on clearance. And but these are cute. They're held with some twine. You can either, I think I might just glue them in there around. So those are really cute. This guy, I'm not sure when to use him or not. He's a little lantern. He came from the Dollar Tree. As did this little joy sign, came from the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if I'm going to use, I might use the joy like up in the corner or something. I'm not sure if I'll use this one or not, but I want to show you. Something else that you can put in here are these little picks. This one came from, looks like Dollar Tree to me. Yep, Dollar Tree. And so these are, yeah, okay, Dollar Tree. Just making sure. But these are cute little picks that you can put in there. I don't know if I want to use these. I think I have another project lined up for these I'm going to use it for. But that is an option for you. And then I also have these cute little felt reindeer. And we'll just have to see. I'm not sure if this will be too much reindeer in it. But these came from Joann's as well last year on clearance. I think I paid 25 cents for these guys. And they do have these at Joann's this year. So these, if you want these, they're easy to pick up. And I think all their Christmas stuff is like 60% off right now. So, and the price on them was $3.99 is what it was originally from Joann's. Okay. I think that this is dry now. Yep, feels pretty good. I want to figure out what I'm going to do with this stem here. It might be my best option is just to bend it over and cover it with mesh. Okay, I'm going to bend it, stick it in here, and bend it some more, and that'll help give me some stability as well. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this guy over here. And this is a inside wreath, so I don't have to worry about, you know, weather or sunshine or snow or whatever it is where you live. This will be an inside wreath. And I'm making it for myself, so even better. Okay, yeah, I like that. And they're in there. It looks good. Okay, so this was the way I went with this way. Now I gotta figure out how to get my reindeer on here. Oh my god, it's so cute! Sometimes I surprise myself. Okay, so I'm going to attach some pipe cleaners. However, I want red ones so that it'll blend in a little bit. So give me a second. I'm gonna stop my camera so that you're not waiting on me. Okay, so I have my pipe cleaners that I'm going to use to attach this and my trusty boss stitch stapler. So what I usually do is just staple these in here and then hot glue them. So I'm going to do one at the bottom and 2 on the sides. I don't want to do any on the horns or the antlers because they'll be seen too easily, I think. So I'm going to put one here. And then I'm going to do 2 on the side. You see that goes in there pretty well, doesn't it? Okay. And that's just, guys, this is just a regular stapler that you staple paper with. It is heavy duty though. And then I'm going to put some hot glue over the top of it just to give it a little more stability, structure, whatever. Okay. And we'll let that dry and we will add that. So currently I'm going to look at my bell situation here and see if I want, I think I do want them, but I think I'm going to just glue them on because it's so, do I want them on the ribbons or do I want them on the mesh or do I want them on both? I think I'm just going to put them on the mesh. Okay, so I'm going to cut off the twine and glue these on. So I'm just going to put the glue on the bottom, a good amount of glue, and I'm just going to glue them on here wherever I feel like they need to be. You want to hold these for a second because they will kind of roll off. Just for a second. Alright, so that's the same thing with this one. I'm just going to put a ton of glue on it. Put it where I want it. This looks like a good spot over here. Alright, I'm going to let that dry. I think my sign is almost dry. So what I'm going to do with this is pull these up so they're ready and they don't get lost in my wreath. I'm going to find the middle here. I'm going to reach in, I'm going to pull them down. Okay, and I don't want my deer to be like in my wreath. I want it to be on top, okay? So, I need my bird's eye view here. I want it this way. This way? No. I want it this way. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over. And then I'm going to find my pipe cleaners. And I'm going to reach over and I'm going to just twist them onto the frame. Sometimes they're not long enough, and I'll show you what to do with that. This one's barely long enough. If it wasn't long enough, what you would do is, I'll just take this other pipe cleaner here, is you would, this one's in a funky position because it's at the bottom, just take your pipe cleaners and take the 2 of them and twist them together. Lots and lots of twisting on that. And that's going to give you a little extra length, okay? So if that were the case, and I'll just leave that one on there. So then I'm just going to take this one. Make sure it's not going through the mesh. Which that one, somehow I managed to get the pipe cleaner through the mesh. There we go. And for this bottom one, I'm going to go around 2 rungs just because I have enough pipe cleaner. Okay, and so then you're just going to twist this, and that should make it secure enough. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to cut this one off and double check that it is where I want it to be. Once it's where I want it to be, I'm going to go and hit these with some glue just because they are, they do move and you don't want your deer moving around everywhere. Oh my god, look how cute that is. Okay. Now, to me, I feel like this bottom one's a little too tight. So I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. I don't want my deer in my wreath. I want it on top of my wreath, if that makes sense. I'll twist that. Okay, so my deer is secure, has some extra space there. I'll put a little bit of mesh underneath so that it doesn't keep wanting to go in underneath there. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay. This one, I'll pull these out. There we go. Okay, so now we're at the same level for each one of them. And you just want to play with it, you know, pull your ribbons out, make sure your ribbons are all being seen, because that's super cute stuff, right? Ooh, look at those jingle bells jingling. All right, now, do I want to put these guys? I'm not going to put these on here. That's too much deer for me, I think. So I'm not going to put those on there. However, my joy sign, I feel like it should go on here. I'm just not sure where. Because I feel like if I put on one side, I need to have something on the other. That's my alarm going off. I think I'm going to leave it off. I think. Oh, you know that's cute. You know what? I think I will use that. This one says Happy Holidays. And I kind of like it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that kind of laying there so that I know where to put my bells. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to use these. Yeah, it's just too much deer, I think. I think the deer needs to be standalone, you know? Okay. Alright, so then I'm going to cut my strings off here and put some more bells on because they're adorable. Alright, so I've got one here, one up here. Let's put one down here. That box of bells was a really good deal. I know I got it on clearance, but it came with like 30 some bells in it. Yeah, 30. Which I was like, holy cow, that's an awesome. I've done like 2 projects with it already. And I still have half a box, so I'll be using that. I'll be able to use them. Oh, don't you fall. That bell was trying to fall. We don't want them to fall because when they fall, they make stringy glue mess. Ouch! They make stringy glue mess, and you don't want that all over your wreath. Okay. So, I am going to use this sign. I wasn't planning on it, but I think it's the tin makes it kind of, it speaks to me, is what it is. I think I'm just going to glue it on. Let me think about that one for a second. See if I want to glue it on or if I want to use my pipe cleaner. Okay, so here's what I landed on with attaching my sign. So my sign has this little metal hanger on it, and so I've attached a pipe cleaner to it. I did try to do like a hot glue and it just popped right off of the sign. So I'm going to do this, and then the actual sign will be kind of its own weight. So I'm going to get this where I want it, which is about right here. And then I'm going to stick my pipe cleaners, if I can find a hole here, down in here. And I'm going to just attach this. And the actual mesh and the sign itself will be its own anchor. And I lost a pipe cleaner. This is why I use different colors, guys. But I didn't want the red to show through, or any other color to show through with the sign being on top. Okay, there, I got it. I got a hold of it. I know you can't see this, I'm doing it underneath. I'm just gonna twist this and attach it that way. So it is attached, it's not going anywhere, and the mesh underneath is gonna, you know, hold it where it needs to be, and we're done. I love this wreath. This is so stinking cute. So let me hang this up so you can get a good visual of it, and we are all done. So I'm so glad you guys watched this video with me, and hopefully you crafted along with me, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright guys, there is our wreath of our reindeer. So, so cute. I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait to hang it up at home. It turned out great. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe.